What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the Chosen Ones. It's been a while since we got to talk, chill, or discuss anything. I've been trying to take a break from that personally, as far as discussions and stuff like that, mainly because, sad to say, but I've been kind of giving up on changing this game or bringing ideas or approaches or something that will like maybe catch the attention of someone with a higher voice or anything that could be shared or anything like that. Trying to gain traffic around that idea to make the game better. With that in mind, though, I want to talk about a few things, guys. The Hardlight Nerf, state of the game, and just overall, just why I've been not touching it. So it's just going to be kind of a long one, guys. It's going to be kind of me like just foaming at the mouth for a little bit. Not really ranting, but talking quite a bit. Maybe have some gameplay in the background. So sit back, grab you something to drink, go get some popcorn. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, so guys, let's hop into this. So one of the things that's keeping me away from Destiny right now is a prime example is what just happened to the Hardlight. Okay, these kind of go hand in hand. So I want to talk about why I'm staying away and the Hardlight nerf. The Hardlight didn't need to be nerfed. Okay, people are gonna be like, "Well, what? Hold up, bro. Are you smoking crack?" Now listen, hear me out. Okay, the Hardlight obviously was one of the most dominant primaries in this meta. Okay, along with the Soros, but primarily the Hardlight, because it's such a high mag, you can spread it around walls, double the damage, blah blah blah, no damage fall. We know, okay, but the Hardlight is not what needed to be nerfed. What needed to be looked at was the entire set and genre of auto rifles. Okay, their TTKs, everything. But instead, Bungie takes a lazy way and nerf the weapon that is on top of everything, right? The thing that people are using more than everything else. So now what's going to happen is that a weapon is going to sub in for Hardlight. Hardlight's going to fall back, get nerfed to the ground, probably not even be usable with these nerfs that have come to it. I'm going to be honest. It wasn't like ever like a preferred tool for most. I would feel like in Crucible, but now ain't nobody going to use that damn thing. I'm just going to be honest, especially with everything else having a .0002 TTK. You know what I'm saying? So with Hardlight being nerfed is a very lazy way to handle your game. And Bungie consistently does this, and they're not going to change. They're not going to change. They're not going to stop doing what they're going to do. I will say this is probably the fastest that Bungie has ever responded into a sandbox where something was overpowered, something used to such a significant amount that it needed to be nerfed. And they kind of did it quickly compared to what they usually do. And quickly is about a month. I think that Hardlight has probably been dominating the Crucible. This is just an example of one of the things that keep me away from Destiny, is they do spotlight shifting. They don't actually ever balance their sandbox, okay? They just shift the spotlight. Now, what's going to happen there in about a few months, mark my words, is that they're going to nerf auto rifles overall because you did nothing. You literally just made Soros become the primary weapon. I'm going to be honest. You guys are going to see a lot of Soros now. Soros is just as good as Hardlight, if not better. The only difference is, like I said, is the ridiculous mag and the ricochet rounds. That's why people probably used Hardlight, and it also let them use Revoker with Hardlight. So now you're probably going to be seeing a lot of Beloved in Soros. Soros, like I said, is a very effective tool. The nerf to Hardlight did absolutely nothing. It's to shut people up. It's to get people to calm down. It's to get your attention and make them feel like they're listening to you. They do this a lot. And what's going to happen is people are going to realize, oh shit, Hardlight being nerfed did absolutely fucking nothing because auto rifles are still broken. I'm still getting shit on by summoners when I try to use a hand cannon. I'm still getting shit on by Gnawing Hunger. I'm still getting shit on by Soros. I'm still getting shit on by Galliard. Okay, there's still tons of auto rifles that are just as good, okay, that people are going to still be bitching about. People are still going to be complaining about. People are still going to be irritated about. So what's going to happen is they're going to keep bitching, they're going to keep complaining, and they're going to go on forums, and then Bungie's going to be like, we're listening. So now they're going to send out the TWAB, eventually down the road that, hey, we're listening. We know auto rifles have been dominant, pardon our dust. Auto rifles are going to be taking a nerf. They're going to be taking a backseat, and then they're going to buff pulse rifles. They're going to buff scout rifles. They're going to buff some weapon that hasn't been used as much. And then they're going to break the shit out of that. And then people are going to complain about that. And it's this huge fucking cycle that Destiny is in as a player who wants to invest into this game, that wants to get better, that wants to create content around it. It's just demoralizing. It's like there's almost no hope. They're just not going to learn. And they're not going to learn because we as players do not speak with our wallets. And it's just as simple as that. Why would they change their ways? Why would they stop what they're doing? Why would they stop fucking prioritizing Eververse and everything else when we just continuously buy everything they put out, continuously support everything they do? They can have a meta be shit, cheaters running rampant, the game be absolutely terrible as far as functionalization, error codes left and right, hackers, people getting DDoS, can't even get fucking loot for the activities they play. The bare core and functions are not even working in this game. But you know what? I couldn't remember 1 week where I wasn't seeing a new ornament or a new emote or a new finisher or something in that store. Okay? You can update that store, but when it comes to core functions of the game, nah, we can take our sweet ass time getting around to that. Why? Because they know that the store is what makes money. This paid content, the stuff that they bring in that you're going to spend your money on, they know that that's what's important, to work on that content first, because that's the money makers. And that's smart by Bungie. And it's just dumb on us. I'm just going to be honest. Like, that's just that simple. Until we do something as a community, take a break, stop supporting their bullshit, force them to fix this game. You can only force them to do that by speaking with your wallets. And a prime example of that is when Destiny sunk to rock bottom. I think it was less than 100 people watching on Twitch before Forsaken hit, and they changed up everything and added special weapons back. They added weapon rolls, brought in a whole new godlike raid, probably the best raid they probably ever worked on, Last Wish. And that's because we spoke with our wallets as a community. We were sick of what we were playing. We stopped playing the game. It was dog shit, and that's when they listened. And that's the only time they're ever going to listen, is when we speak with our goddamn wallets. So while we don't do that, and we continue to support the bullshit in Eververse, we continue to buy their new DLCs, we continue to buy their fucking season pass and all this shit, just paid content of paid content, that's what they're going to spend their time working on. Okay, they're going to spend their time working on that and their new IP they're sitting out that they just got paid $100 million from that. I think it was a Chinese company. With that in mind, like I said, guys, that is their money makers. That is what's going to keep them flowing and going. That's kind of my reason of why I've been staying away from the game. It's just demoralizing to think about. And I might take some heat for this, guys, but this community is toxic and eats away at itself, bro. Like, I can't explain that any better. Some people are going to be like, what, man, I'm part of this community. This community is toxic and it eats away at itself. But that's not something that we should take personal, because online gaming in general is toxic. But I'm not talking about the messages, the teabagging, the 6 stacks, all that shit in Destiny. I'm talking about the mentality, the mindset we have, right? So, for example, Aztec, when we were talking about cheaters, right? This man wanted to introduce a paywall. This man wanted to kick out half our player base being free to play because Bungie didn't want to integrate an anti-cheat system. They didn't want to go out of their way and fucking implement this in their game. You could tell me, between all the money that they make through Eververse, all these DLCs, season pass, the campaigns that people have to purchase when they come in as free-to-play players, the bare purchases of this game, that they couldn't afford an anti-cheat system to make this game better. If you believe that, you're simply out of your mind. Like, you're just simply out of your fucking mind. He wanted to integrate a goddamn paywall. Now, if you remember, guys, we were sitting in orbit getting error-coded, waiting for matches in comp. I remember watching Cammy Cakes sit in orbit about 20 minutes at a time waiting for a single comp match, getting error code weasel constantly, over and over again. Fucking so hard to find a match. They were playing people on other servers, and I think they were playing against people with Chinese names, Japanese names, and they were cheating and stuff like this. This was way back when it was still Countdown, there was Survival, there was multiple different game modes, when Dust Rock Blues and Not Forgotten was a meta. Instead of coming up with a plan and getting on Bungie's ass and telling him, like, this is not acceptable, getting his community to rally behind that idea, instead of being like, yo, we need to not support this, so we need to do the right thing here and force Bungie's hand. If they're not going to listen to us, their community, people that are spending money on this game, the people that care about this game, the people that keep coming back to this game, the playtime invested, all this stuff, they're not listening to us, we need to not support them, okay? And instead of doing something like that, the responsible way, he says, let's kick out half our player base so we can be sitting in orbit getting error code weaseled again, waiting in fucking comp matches, not even getting a game. Okay, I stopped playing comp because I couldn't even get a fucking game, bro. People forget so fast. All right, when I come back to a game, I want it to be a lush community, a game where I can just boot up, find a match like that, have fun, enjoy it, and play it, man. And for him to come up with that idea was just a prime example of how toxic this community is. He wasn't intentionally trying to be toxic. He literally just wanted the cheaters gone. But that has to be like one of the dumbest things you can do, is think about how much growth this game has had from being free to play. How many people we see in goddamn lobbies, how fast you find matches now compared to what it was when people were getting error code weasel. And that wasn't just because, it just magically happened. It's because that Bungie made this game more accessible to everyone on multiple platforms for free. And it was a good idea, okay? Especially if you want the community to be lush. Yes, with that comes the idea of more cheaters. I'm not going to deny that. That would be ignorant. That would be stupid. But at the same time, guys, that's why Bungie needs to get off their ass and invest into an anti-cheat system, okay? That's not our job, okay? You don't hurt the player base because Bungie is on bullshit. It won't integrate an anti-cheat system. It is the most stupid, ignorant thing I think we can do is to hurt our own player base because Bungie won't spend money because they want to be focused on their paid content that's coming out up and above. They want to be focused on Eververse, things that are going to keep that money coming in. You know what I'm saying? It is ridiculous. And that's one of the ideas I mean when I say this community is toxic. It eats away at itself. It's the same thing with Bungie presenting the idea that people should be required 100+ hours to play trials. Are you fucking insane? Like what? On what planet should you have to play 100+ hours to go try a fucking game mode out for the first time? We, as a community, need to stop letting Bungie present these dog shit ideas that hurt our own community and player base, guys. Requiring someone to play 100+ hours results in nothing but frustration, irritation, and less of a player base, less of an opportunity for us to find matches with new players. You're playing against the same fucking teams on the same exact card for each of your fucking cards. Like, that solves nothing, guys. What needs to happen is Bungie take care of their shit, add anti-cheat system in place, and stop making up these bullshit ass rules, regulations, and things that's going to hurt our player base because it's ridiculous, guys. Anyways, though, these are my thoughts, guys, on the current state of the game, why I've been stepping away, why you've seen such a reduced playtime in Destiny or streaming, gameplay, all that stuff, guys. I can't, man. I can't right now. I'm going to hop in the best I can every once in a while, you know what I'm saying? It's just something that everybody need a break from. Overall, though, guys, let me know your thoughts. I'm curious how you guys feel about this. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you leave a like. And I usually don't ask this stuff, guys, but I would appreciate it if you guys shared this video somewhere, whether it be Reddit, whether it be anywhere. I don't care about traffic. I genuinely don't. This channel's making $0. What I want to see is this community do something about this bullshit that we've been in for God knows how long, man. Just constant paid fucking content. The game being in a dog shit state. The sandbox being in fucking pain. You know, just friends always come back and telling me how frustrated, how irritated with the game, how just the core functionality at this point is a problem, right? And then the fixes always come 3 months down the line, bro. Like, it has to stop. But that Eververse store is being updated weekly, daily at some points. You know what I'm saying? It's ridiculous, guys. It really is. This is a AAA title. They have more than enough money, and they're not gonna do a jack. They're not gonna do jack shit until, like I said, we start speaking with our wallets. Anyways, guys, that's gonna do it for me, man. I'm out. Peace.